How we doing, everybody? How we doing, everybody? How we doing, everybody?
How we doing, everybody? My name is Randy Phillips here of the Rough and Finish Podcast Shop Tour,
where we talk anything and everything about racing from north to south at various shops we go and visit. Uncut, unedited, and no bullshit.
He wants to just go back to the pit. Well, he fucked up. And he can kiss my dick.
Where we talk about rules.
I don't know, we got all these rules.
Feuds that we see on the track.
I've been waiting for this all year. You've been running it? You've been running in the back of my hole for like 5 years. Running in the side of me, blaming me. Watch the video, bud. Rain check it, rain check it. I raced you just like you did. The only difference was I did it for the win.
We talk to various drivers in their shop where they cut their teeth, bled their blood, and made their name in the sport that we love of short track racing.
Radiating the motors in and just side of my house on a tree.
So kick back, relax, and grab a road soda and enjoy the various drivers that we go and meet. And now on with the show.
That's all he says every time. Oh, we should do this. We should do that. You scared? I'm definitely not fucking scared.
Am I good? Okay, perfect. All right. How we doing, everybody? My name is Randy Phillips here of the Rough and Finish Podcast, and as you can see, Jack put on a hell of a display for us. Chris showed up, but no, I appreciate you guys coming on. So today we have Jack Hayes and Chris Moulton. Did I say that right? Okay. I was doing it all the way up here, all the way through the one-horse buggy roads and all that stuff. I mean, I thought I was going to have to get sled dogs to get up here. You know what I mean?
Oh, we took the skidoo out so we could go get you.
I'm telling you, I read that yellow sign when we just turned onto the lake road, and it said something. I was like, well, I hope it ain't a Class 6 trail like where we are from. So, but put on a hell of a display. I appreciate it a lot. You guys have two cool shirts on that we made for you guys. I'll send the check in the mail for you, Chris. But as I said, they're both racers from White Mountain Motorsports Park. You guys are our second guest, but first guest on the shop tour doing this stuff. So you're out in the middle of nowhere, like I said. I love it. You wouldn't think that you would have to go through, you get to check out the, what was it, the Franconia notch and the flume and all that stuff. She's like, we should stop. I was like, it's dark out. We can't really see anything out right now. But how did you guys get started? You guys can go either way. But if anybody has never seen this podcast, I'm Randy. I said at the beginning, I used to race at Star Speedway. I'm washed up now because I had a son. But anyways, we started this podcast about 3 years ago, doing this stuff, going to see racers in their race shop or just to get people on the podcast and stuff like that. We've heard many stories, and we're just adding more and more to it for our friends up north and stuff like that, including covering White Mountain, Thunder Road, and all that stuff. So if you guys never seen us or anything like that, or don't know about us, welcome. But how did you guys get started doing this? You guys can go either or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we can go right to left.
I started mainly with the graphics, doing vinyl. That got me into it. One of my buddies from school, he contacted me wanting his race car lettered. So I was traveling to people's houses lettering them. That's what got me big. And then one time I was at Tyler Thompson's, which is another kid that I letter. His cousin, I believe, passed away, which is the one that owned the car.
Gotcha.
So I got the opportunity to buy it, bought it to try it out, and worst decision I ever did.
Best drug you ever tried. I know that.
Yeah, it's a Thompson's, Tyler Thompson, Joe Bumgardner. Those are the ones I've been following since they were little.
Yeah. So, you just jumped into it? You didn't have any passive, anything like that?
Flags or anything. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I went out there.
I didn't know flags.
I went out, hit turn one, thinking, all right, it's a little loose, hit the brake. No,
yeah.
Almost hit the wall.
Oh, okay, yeah. And we're at White Mountain. Is that where you started?
Yeah,
was that White Mountain?
Oh,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, if you've never been to White Mountain, it's right up in the middle of the hills. Beautiful bull ring. I call it a bull ring. I call it mini Bristol, for fuck's sake, because everything there is banked. It's self-cleaning track. People don't look past their hood pen some nights, but we figure it out when we get there. But mostly everything's banked, and I've been up there many times of my life, like with my dad back in the 80s and stuff like that, when they did the triple duty of doing like Hudson and Star, and then they go up to White Mountain for the open shows and stuff like that. Matt Robinson's whole family used to run up there that I know down in the southern state of New Hampshire. And all my life, I didn't know the straightaways were banked. Like everything there is banked. I mean, you can ship someone off into the hot dog stand into 3 if you want to, but you know what I mean? But
First time I ever walked on that track, I couldn't believe how banked it was.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it from the stands.
No, exactly. Exactly. I've been there most of my life other than like here and there shows, and I always thought it was just banked and then straight, just like Hudson Speedway and stuff like that. But yeah, so White Mountain's a beautiful place. If you guys never been at a show at White Mountain, you guys are definitely missing out. It's great action out there, from the lower divisions all the way up to the late models and all that stuff. And then they have those one-off shows, it's a beautiful place. I love going there all the time. So Chris, how'd you get started in this?
It's all his fault, actually.
Oh, yeah. You guys been together from the start, huh?
We go way back.
You guys are going to be a whole racing love story in the end of this.
So these guys used to camp at NASCAR, and we actually we met them there, and then we did a lot of camping trips together after that. We went to like mud bogs, we went to different races and stuff, and he started camping the year before, was it 19, I think?
Yeah.
That year of 19, and he's telling us, it's got a great campground, you guys should come camp here. So we did. We ended up getting a bigger camper. We camped there for the summer, and I just sitting in the stands every week. I was begging her, let me buy a car, let me get into it. We had some stuff to do around the house and whatnot, so we had some projects to catch up on. But that next year, as soon as that season was done, I was on the hunt for a car. So I had the bug just from watching, and
yeah,
it is the best drug.
Yeah, that you can try.
Best worst drug for sure.
Well, yeah, you can go overboard with it, and you can really put it in front of other things. But we have other people that show us don't do that anyway. But it's definitely a. It's the greatest feeling, but it's one of the sports that there's way more trial and error than there is success. We were talking before we even started this, and you said you didn't even know the flags, and what you told me was you go out there, you drive fast, take chances, and turn left. That's all you knew and stuff like that, but you found out that it's not that easy. So you talked about how Tyler helped you out doing the stuff. Were you learning from him, like how to set up, back in 2019, I think you guys were still on DOT tires.
Yeah.
But you guys could run shaved tires, correct?
Yep.
So you guys could have done like stagger and stuff like that. So you guys started doing all that stuff and all.
Yeah, the Thompsons actually shaved everybody's tires. They bought the machines, and with a lot of people in the pits pretty much. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. And it just went from there.
Yep.
Yeah, they helped us out on setups and stagger and things like that. I didn't even know what that was before I started. I literally knew nothing about it. I just got a car. I remember that first practice day. I was like a baby deer with its weak legs. I didn't know what I was doing. Came off the track, hands like this. I'm like, I don't know what just happened. I couldn't even get around the thing. So it's definitely it was a learning experience the first year for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you guys jumped into it. I started. My dad raced before me. I had some knowledge of what racing was before I jumped into it, but I started late. My first race was the Halloween Howler. If you guys never seen that, it's that big enduro. Oh, yeah, that was my first ever race in a car, so that wasn't smart. But he said that he'd rather watch me go and do that than watch me, because back in the day, Hudson, we were running full body cars with all the glass and seats still in it, just out there racing cars. Just absolutely. We used to buy cars off of our buddy for like $200 and drive them to the track. We would be real close together, because I ain't going to go register. I'm going to go wreck it. But
now you show up with $200, you get one tire.
Yeah, exactly.
You get it may be a pit tire, depending on what tires you're buying.
No dogs. No dogs. No dogs. So let's go through the year. So you guys started in 2019. I know we don't have like a really long time span, but a lot of stuff happens there. I mean, it's a fast track. Everything, closing speeds is quick, and I know I give people shit for not looking past their hood pins, but I know shit happens quick. You know what I mean? You don't really have a time to react. Like we had a pile up in Concord, like all the strictly mini restart pile ups, because it happens. It just happens. It's just one of those things. It's no one's fault. It is what it is. It's the track. It's the breed. It's what it is. Yep. So 2019, how did you do?
Not good.
No. Well, no, it's our first year. I'm not belittling or anything like that. Don't
I
take.
think I might have completed 6 races then.
That's not bad. That's better than me. You did better than me.
One whole rotation too, I believe, right?
No,
First year?
that was I got T-boned my first year.
Oh, it was all right. I thought
Yeah.
that was the rollover.
No, that was the second year.
So, first year you finished 6 races. What was your biggest learning curve you thought of that year?
That was the red flag. That was when
The red flag. Okay, so let's go into that story because I know you told me about that, but I wanted you to share to everybody. Then me putting in the write up and all that stuff takes away from it. I let you enjoy your moment.
So Les Washburn and Brandon Gray were battling back
Yeah.
and forth, and I was behind him. And Brandon turned him, and Les rolled out of 2 on the bank on the tires, and I was watching it, not realizing a red flag was out. So I'm watching this rollover, not paying attention, and right in the back of Jill. Slammed right into the back of her, and I look up, and she's waving. And everybody stopped, and I'm like, shit, what do I do? And I look, and my temperature gauge is just rising. And I'm like, I just ruined the radiator. So I had to shut it down, wait. When the cars started to go, then I had to drive off the track because I was done.
So what was this race? Was it like an enduro or?
No, it was White Mountains.
Oh, so like when they went? No, I know that. No, I know that. I meant like what the race was because like they went back to like caution.
Yes.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm from Hudson. Like you said, we just started going again. I'm like, oh, he just pinned it. All right, perfect. Let it go. So no, I totally get that. So, hey, it happens when. I mean, you're running a full containment seat now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can't look over.
This is pretty damn cool.
Man, we all learn somehow, you know. We all learn somehow. But you got the race against the likes of like Brandon Gray and all that stuff.
This is the one who turned me one time too. That was my first rollover.
That was Brandon.
Oh yeah, we got beef. No, I bust his balls all the time.
I've heard that so many times in this show about who's got beef with Brandon. This show, every other podcast.
We give Brandon shit.
His name's mentioned a lot.
Yeah, meat mitts. But he's a good shit. But no, Brandon's a hell of a racer.
Yeah.
How was your 2000? You started in 2019 or 2020?
2021 was my first year.
Oh, okay, shit. Okay, so how did we'll get to you. 2020. How was that year? Did you pick up pace? Tyler was like, I can't keep watching you knock the fucking radiator and nose off this thing.
Yeah. The first race was when I got rolled by Brandon. He tapped my rear quarter and just got into the grass and it rolled.
Gotcha.
Rolled very, very light.
Yeah.
Then the second race I was in my new Integra, and that race I took second in qualifying, first in the race. It was my first ever being up on podium.
So is that like heat race qualifying?
Qualifying, I got second,
Yeah, heat
and
race.
then
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, everybody does it different. I'm learning everything that I can about racing all around. You know what I mean? They have 27 different names for everything. So heat races. Well, so you won your first heat race.
Yeah.
Heat race hero. Look at that. We have a whole shirt. I got to get you a shirt now. I got to get him another shirt. So you finished second your first race out in 2020?
Yeah.
So that's a big improvement from looking behind you, knocking the nose off.
On the podium for the first 3 or 4 weeks, I stayed up front.
Gotcha.
And it was a really good season. I took third for the year.
You want to move that mic closer just to you? Yeah, there you go. Say again. Sorry, I apologize.
I took third for points for the season.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. I mean, that's a good second year.
Yeah.
It took me COVID shutdown to actually work on my shit. So you did way better than me, man. And I started in 2013. So no. What was your biggest high of 2020? Just staying in the podium all year?
Yeah. It was a really good season.
Any wins?
Yeah, I think I had 4.
Oh, we're just gonna skip over that. All right, cool. So you got your first win too in 2020.
Yep.
All right, cool. We got something in common already. Look at that. So 4 wins. That's pretty That's pretty good because those Strictly Minis have never. If no one's ever been to White Mountain, you guys get a lot of cars up there. Everybody's pretty much the same stuff. Their tech is very steep, Chris, and I have to bust you balls. And but I applaud them for that because a lot of tracks don't do that stuff. The first time I ever went up there, I saw like some guy getting his cams measured, and I was like, all right, we're going to keep that head home. Never mind. You know what I mean? So, but no, you guys get a lot of cars out there. You guys have a lot of competitors out there, and it's a healthy class for a reason. Obviously, you guys keep tech tight. There's no, we interviewed a guy from down south named Charlie Hansen. He runs Wake County, and he says perception is reality. So if you give the perception that everybody's getting put on the same playing field, all it's going to do is make more people want to race with you. You know what I mean? Everybody wants fairness. We all pay the same pit pass. We all pay the same $375 a tire and all that stuff. I know it's exaggeration, but you get my point. Yeah. But it's not that at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we do it because we love it. We ain't here for money. We're definitely in the wrong sport if we're trying to do that. We should have done better in high school if we wanted to make money off of it. But
I tell you though, that $150 check is way better than that $75.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt it. That or you just get tow money, which is like $40, and your right front's still knocked off when you get home, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But so 4 wins in 2020, which is nothing to bat an eye about. You know what I mean? I wanted to give you your props on that because that track is fast, like I said multiple times now, and the competition is very, very close together up there. You can't really get away from each other pretty much. But it was but no, congrats on that, man. Like getting your first win. How did it feel getting your first win? Because I know mine, I dropped the whole F-bomb and in victory lane and all that stuff. So
thank God I didn't have a GoPro in my car.
His GoPro finishes are pretty good.
I think I was swinging my arms coming out of 3 and 4, and everybody's like, "You're not done yet."
See, Kyra, we got to get a mic for him for next year. Yeah. So in-car mics. We'll see what you say.
Eric does it. He puts a camera in my car every week, and you can listen to it. Every time I get top,
No, I mean, we're going to hook something right here. We're going to hear you.
Oh, all right.
We're either going to hear you breathe or tell someone he sucks. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? So 2021, how did that year go?
I wasn't the greatest.
Up and down.
I think I finished 7th.
Yeah.
I hit the wall really hard sideways, and it about totaled the car. We had to send it to a frame shop. We'd struggled with the car for weeks, weeks on weeks.
That was a hard hit.
Yeah.
That was a really hard hit.
I slapped the wall right by the finish line.
Well, you were almost there.
Yeah.
You were almost there.
That was early though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like first lap, second lap? Wasn't that pretty early?
I think it was 3rd.
I feel like it was right at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, it was. It was right at the beginning. I think it was the 2nd or 3rd race even of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough one.
I'm messing with your mic. So well, that sucks. Obviously driver door first. Correct? Yeah. So that's even a harder hit. That'll definitely ring your bell. I've been there myself. Did you have any complications yourself after? Because most people, they just say like, we walked away and stuff like that. But some of these hits are hard. I mean, I remember I hit at Lee and I was like, I got the wind knocked out of me. And that was just because I slid in oil and hit the wall. So you're driving on ice when you hit oil. And, people really don't talk about like, because obviously we have adrenaline going, and after I hit the wall at Lee, I had to sleep without a pillow for about a week because I jostled way too much in the car. But you probably had a containment seat and stuff like that going by that time. So yeah, no, but driver door first to the wall. That's why I don't like, obviously racing incidents are going to happen, but that's why I always make it a point. Like right rearing is not needed. And obviously motorsports, you're putting way too much people in danger while doing that stuff. You might as well just give them a grass slide than concrete ride. I always say that. So,
Pretty sure that's what it was too, right? Was it right rear?
Yeah.
It had to be if he hit.
When you're right.
Yeah. But racing incidents happen. It wasn't malicious, obviously, but over the past years, if you look at the pro late models this past year, we had that happen where it was just absolutely right reared the shit out of the guy, and no need for it. But yeah, no, I wanted to see on that because I remember my hard hits, and I still remember them to this day. You know what I mean?
I've had a couple.
Did you get any wins in 2021, or was it just trying to figure out the car back again after?
I think I might have had a couple podiums. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that season struggled.
Yeah. Like that's racing right there. You know what I mean? We can be the highs of highs, pick up 4 wins.
You had a win. Special nights, the 50 lapper. That's that year, right?
No, that was.
Oh, we're in 21 still? No,
Yeah,
my
it was
mistake.
22.
We'll get back to that.
That's when you fucking started, Chris.
Yep.
So, like I said, we appreciate you, Chris. We love you. Don't. I'm gonna bust your balls. So, just like with Jack, and he was almost crossed the finish line when it happened. But man, what was I going with that? Oh, that's racing though. You go from the highs of highs, pick up your first heat win, pick up four feature wins that we're just skimming over, even though they're your first win, and then the next year you're trying to figure out your car again because of one incident. You know what I mean? Or tough break after tough break, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, that's racing. That's the beauty of racing. You can have your stuff together one year and the racing gods can absolutely field goal your nuts the next year. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. So, Chris, you started in 2021.
I did.
So you went to the car show. That's when you picked up your first trophy.
Yep.
And that was with the car show itself. But you made a car. You didn't know anything about.
I didn't know anything.
Racing or nothing.
I literally, he had a party at the end of the season the year before, and I probably took 30 or 40 pictures of his car and the cage and the way it was done, and tried to just like mimic some of that stuff when I did mine. But yeah, I just started from scratch. I've never done any of this stuff before. So
yeah,
I built the whole car and rebuilt the motor and went through everything. I went through every nut and bolt, painted it. Vinyl. He did the vinyl, and I mean everything came out really good. And
you did mainly paint though on that body. That thing was
yeah,
awesome.
that's all. I like painting everything, so keep it shiny.
Did he bring you to the dark side of vinyl wrap yet, or?
I did a half wrap this year.
Half wrap was over halfway there.
I'm not at the full wrap yet, but I did a half side wrap this year. So.
Yeah. No, we're getting there. So
that was easier.
So how was your first year racing?
Pretty uneventful. It was. I thought it was something I would just go out and do easily, but that was not the case at all.
You got humbled too, didn't you?
Oh, wicked. Practice day. I mean, I don't think I stayed in a straight line in a lane. I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't know you could stay in your lane and all that. I had a few people come up and yell at me and straighten me out. And we had some, like Brett Jackson would come up and he gave me some good tips. I had Tyler Thompson too, who was a big help. All throughout the season, I would pace him during practices and try to run to his inside or his outside, or he would just come up and force me to one spot or the other and keep me there. And that's kind of how I learned, was really following him and some of the other veterans. Todd Darrington was another one that we ran together a lot.
He's watching right now, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, everybody, a lot of people are watching, yeah. But yeah, no, keeping your lane is your biggest thing, knowing how to enter. Because I remember I put some people out there, and like it was just like your first year. I put some people in the pure stock, and I'm like, "Go take a lap," and they're just full bore. 27 car lengths, way too deep. I'm like, "Where are you going?" You know what I mean? It's just one of those things you learn.
That whole first season, every time I left a gap, I mean, I say Todd's name because he's the one that taught me to stop leaving gaps. Because every time I'd give him an inch, he would take the whole freaking thing. I kept finding myself getting bumped way to the outside and hitting the marbles and having a back end behind everybody, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
So I think my highest finish was 4th all year.
That's not bad for your first year.
Mostly 7th, 8th, 9th. I was near 10th.
God,
a
my
lot.
first year never even hit top 10.
Yeah.
There was only 11 cars.
You guys are really fucking hard on yourselves up here. Jesus Christ.
It's competitive.
It is.
Very competitive.
That's why I love racing, and that's why I like the tight bull rings like Thunder Road, White Mountain, Star Speedway, Hudson. It's all tight bull rings, and you can't get away from each other. And everybody's trying to find that one niche of either having a perfect day with the car or. But you can't run away from each other. That's the biggest thing about it. That's the beauty of short tracks. You can't get away from people.
It's tough.
It is, but Todd let you know, stop leaving fucking spaces.
Taught me a lot. I still keep it tight when he comes up near me, or if I watch for him to do the same thing because I wanted to get him back every time since. But yeah, he's a smart racer too, so he keeps it tight. He keeps everything where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, for sure. Bambi Law said Chris is still the best at recoveries.
I've been known for that. I think.
Yeah.
I haven't spun the car out once in 3 years.
You gotta go find some wood.
No one.
Now someone's gonna fucking ship you.
Oh, that's plastic.
Right there. Wood.
I can't reach that. I'm wearing a left side.
Yeah, we ain't pretty too limber over here. But I want. Oh damn! I almost knocked over your championship
on that
trophy.
trophy.
That would have been fucking the day, wouldn't it be? But no, I wanted to say thank you guys for setting all this up. Definitely, I appreciate this. We even have like things on the cans and stuff. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is cool, Jack. I appreciate you a lot for doing this, and it's a cool idea. And obviously, to your wife for doing all this stuff. I even got cars to give Boone to throw at Kyra later. I cannot. It's awesome.
Number and everything.
Yep.
09.
Oh, you even did Sharpie in them and all that stuff. You want to hand me that tabs thing? I want to push that a little bit here.
Absolutely.
So at the front of the table, it's the David's House helping your family. In return, by saving your tabs, we are able to help other families. The David's House is a place where families can stay while their babies are in NICU. So usually not every birth is a beautiful one. We have our complications. I had it myself with my son. He stayed there for the whole week. Couldn't feel my back at the end of the day, but luckily, I still have them, but some people aren't lucky. But this place, it helps families out. I'm glad that you brought this up because we just had Turn 4 podcast, and I want to give them their props, as long as with you guys as well, for collecting tabs and raising money for this stuff, because Turn 4 podcast was doing it as well. So are you guys collecting these all year?
Yep.
So if you guys are at White Mountain this year, make sure you guys save all your tabs this winter, because I know we're going to have a lot of shop nights and empty beers. Save your tabs. And if you guys go to White Mountain, or if you guys want to ship them to me and I'll ship them to Jack, or we'll put it in the description what your address is, and we'll try to get you guys as much tabs as we can. We did this at my work, Ruger Firearms. We did the same thing. We had a whole 5-gallon bucket full of tabs because, we can't drink there, so we have to supplement with other stuff. So, but this is a great cause. Definitely, if you guys keep your tabs, or if you guys want to donate to the David's House, a nonprofit charity, all that stuff to help out families while their loved ones and babies are obviously babies. Sorry. Are in NICU, definitely do so. Like I said, thank you guys for doing this whole setup. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for doing it. You guys make us look professional. We're not, but I appreciate you for making me look it. But if you guys do have tabs, save them this winter, put them in a bag, do whatever you can. Make sure that you go and see Jack at White Mountain, or ship them to his address, or ship them to us, or whatever the case may be. We'll definitely definitely do something like that. But I definitely wanted to give Turn 4 their props because they raised charity money. I think it was Thursday night for the same thing, doing this stuff for the David's house as well. And I just learned about it like a couple weeks ago. So now that I know about it, now I can start pushing that more. But thank you guys for all that you do for other families and stuff like that. I know you guys had your own stuff with that. But at the same time, you guys still give back and help out others. You know what I mean? So, like I said multiple times now, if you guys save your tabs, make sure you ship them up to Jack. He'll keep them all. It's for a nonprofit organization, the David's House. I'll probably put a link somewhere. So you guys can donate if you guys want to as well. So
you should be noted how much they have already. 450 pounds.
450 pounds of tabs.
That's what we have in the house right now.
People are on board.
Okay, so perfect. So do you guys have a goal that you guys are trying to do?
We were trying to do 1,000, but my house doesn't have enough room for 1,000.
We're gonna do 1,000. We're not gonna worry about Jack. He said he's building another thing, so we'll be all right. You know what I mean? So, like I said, save your tabs. Let's get you guys to 1,000. 450 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of beer cans. Your poor livers, man. Jeez. but it's a great organization. It's great to see. Don, oh boy, Chris, help me out.
Bumbanger.
Nope.
That's what I saw.
No. I don't want to mess up their last name. Don.
Oh,
Lalim. Thank you. I didn't want to mess up your last name.
We love you.
Don said that they have a big mason jar for you for that stuff. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys thanks for doing all this stuff for us. We appreciate it a lot. But going back into the podcast side of it, I definitely wanted to give you guys your thanks and stuff like that. You guys didn't have to do all this, but you guys did. You did the whole banner and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys.
Wait till you come up and visit at a camp this year.
I know.
It's like this all under the tent.
At White Mountain?
Oh, yeah.
We have a circus.
I didn't even know. Like, I would go to White Mountain and like go and watch the races, and I go home, and it's an hour and a half home. And if I know that I can sleep underneath your camper,
we got beds
underneath your camper, because I know that's where I'm going to land. But no, definitely. I'm definitely pumped for that. So going back into the podcast side of stuff, I just wanted to give you thanks. Definitely push that as well. 2021, trying to figure out your marbles. How did 2022 go?
2022.
Did we go over 2022 with you?
Very, very opposite. I had a great 2022.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, it's right here.
You talking to him or you talking
That was when I did the rollover. It was 2022.
Oh,
right?
start with you.
2022 rollover? Yep, 2022
Yeah.
was when I did that. And then, I rolled and won.
You guys can both talk. It's just shop talk. Just talk. Fuck it. We don't have to go down the line. So 2022 for either one of you.
On our biggest event, which was the 50 lapper, was heading out to practice. Did first practice, wasn't going to run anymore. Car was good. Jill came up, asked if she could try running my line. So I was like, all right. Went to go out. The guy directed me onto the track. Of course, me still not looking. I followed his instructions, went out, and he wasn't paying attention to a car coming into turn 3. It hit me in my door. I hit the wall, flipped over on my roof, and slid across the finish line on the roof. We brought the car in, flipped it back over, let it run, went out for qualifying. I don't even remember where I finished there. Remember?
Did you shut the key off when you were upside down?
The car, yeah.
Yeah, you shut. Oh, it shut off by itself?
Oh, I took first place in the qualifying and then went in the race and then took first place in the race that same night.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You thrashed on that car. That car was.
Hold on.
That car was not pretty either.
Fucking, okay, first of all, Chris, Chrome don't get you home. All right. But secondly, you rolled a car in practice.
Yep.
Fucking tested her out pretty good in practice. You win your heat race with that same car.
Yep.
With the Lexan probably duct taped in. And then you won the feature.
Yes.
With the same car.
The 50 lapper.
Do you have a picture of that car?
Yeah.
I would frame that, all that stuff, put it in a shadow box and all that
Is a
stuff.
picture in there?
I was thinking mobile, but that'll work too.
It was The car was rough.
That man.
Right, I hit right where the tires are in turn 4. I hit there and it just flipped out. And actually, it was a year to date from Dustin flipped his car a year to date. He did it on the same race a year later.
The one that I made the Dukes of Hazzard stuff with and stuff. Oh, hell
You know him, right? That's who was here.
Yeah. No, I know. He wouldn't come on the podcast when we were there because Dan was there. Way to go, Gooden. Way to go. But yeah, no shit. He didn't win no features that day, though.
No,
he didn't get.
His car was a little worse, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his car.
It wasn't even his car.
No, it was
Father-in-law's.
Yeah. Well, that's a hell of a fucking start of the year. Oh, you got a whole. Oh, okay. See, you got a whole frame of it.
That's not.
Where is it? Let me see this thing. Oh, Jesus.
Those are different ones. Yeah, those are different ones.
That's the car that's on. You can see the skid on the hood. And the roof.
Oh,
Yeah. It's pushed down.
Let me see that. See if we can get that
The picture doesn't
in
do it
frame.
justice.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it does.
He just waves like nothing just fucking happened. I love it. I love it. That's crazy. I wonder if they can see that. Can they? No, maybe.
I can get very far.
Not very far.
Way the zoom is. What you doing in the
Is that on your thing?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, so you test. Oh, I'm not looking, damn it. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's got a delay, so I don't know. Yeah, it has a delay. So, okay, so you tested her out. Yeah, it's a little dark on that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll start doing that other stuff soon. Oh no, you're good. We're not rushing you. I promise. So 2022 was off to a miraculous start. Congrats. So how was your first race after watching him roll? Were you guys been close ever since? Obviously, 2000. Yeah. Okay, so after you see that, how did you?
22 was my first race, was my first win, right? Because you miss opening night, so that was my first win.
Did you win after?
Wife and kids aren't there. They're every other.
Did
race.
you win after?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Ooh. I was gonna say you're gonna have to stay home because that's when it got. I know. I make that joke because my first win was at Star Speedway for Classic Night, and it was a big trophy kind of big special event night. And my dad didn't come. The first race he doesn't come, I go and park it. I was like, you can't come anymore. I'm sorry. And I tell. But no. So you won in 20. Okay, so you won the opener.
Yep.
When was the special night?
That's 4 or 5 weeks in usually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you won first.
Yep.
Then you won 4 or 5 weeks later after rolling on your lid. How did you do in that race that you watched him plant it in the practice? Were you right behind him?
I don't remember, to be honest.
4th.
Yeah, I don't. Is that where I finished?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember because I wanted him
That's a
on the
long time
goddamn
ago.
podium. I've only been trying for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we just finally got it at the end of the season.
Yeah.
It took 3 years to podium together.
And that was the night he got DQ'd.
Oh yeah.
Cheating fuck.
What am I gonna say to it? No, I wasn't. I promise I wasn't. No.
He wasn't.
No, you took your licks.
Yeah.
I give you props for that. Most people get pissed off when I give them a DQ cone. So
I don't care.
yeah, I know. I appreciate that.
It's just another check.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't my first time getting DQ'd. I got DQ'd in open show, so
Yeah,
where that
people get DQ'd up there. It's not so much in our division, but we see it a lot. You know, it is a good tech.
hey, you can have a whole different motor that doesn't even match the car. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
No seals, no nothing. Yeah.
We were talking about that on the ride up.
So 2022, how you got how many wins did you get, Jack? Not to go over that, but like how did
4.
2022 go for you?
Got 4 first place.
Okay.
I don't know how many podiums. How many podiums?
A lot.
Yeah, I think I didn't do too bad.
You guys are competitive.
Yeah.
You guys are consistently competitive.
I didn't finish good in points. I think I finished 7th.
22.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So Chris, how was your 2022?
My 22 was awesome.
Well, yeah, you go and
picked
pick
some
up the
hard-
championship.
Yeah, no, it was a good season. It was a very consistent season. I think it was top 5 most every week.
Yeah.
I think 6. I had 1 6 finish, and that was it. Other than that, all top 5s. 3 wins, maybe. I don't honestly remember. It was enough to keep me ahead in the points. So I was battling. That was a battle of Tyler Thompson all year. We
That's
came
the
right down-
51, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that a prelude
Yep.
that he races? Okay. Because I always knew it was like, it was close to a DA, but I was like, no, it's not. But okay, so it is a prelude. Okay, yep. Continue. So Tyler Thompson was giving you a run for your money.
Yeah, we were right there together all season, first and second. And I think coming into the final night, I was 9 points up, and he got me in the qualifier, and we were down to like 4-point spread, I think, going to the championship. And that was a wild day.
Yeah.
So I had a open trailer back then, and I used to leave the car there a lot. So on Sunday mornings, I'd go up, check it all out. If everything was good, I'd leave the car there so I don't have to tow it back and forth all the time. Somebody got in there and filled my tank with something other than gasoline. I don't even know what it was, if it was water or
I was
whatever.
told it was Clorox.
It was. How do you know? No. I know it didn't fire. Whatever it was, it did not fire on that motor. So, what?
Man, you got lucky.
Yeah, we figured that out pretty quick and got that all cleaned out during practice, and I was able to go out and run. And then coming into the championship, was the qualifier, my last lap of the qualifier, I broke my right front hub, and I had no more hubs. I had nothing left for parts. Jack to the rescue. He had a whole spindle ready to go.
Yeah, you hit turn 4 a
Yeah.
ton. I was there for that.
No, that's not even that. That's also.
How many times did you fucking hit the wall on the front stretch then?
I broke a hub championship night 22 and championship night 23. Both times.
Yeah.
23.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't there for 22. Yeah, okay, so 23 you did that. Okay, keep going then. Sorry.
Yeah, so that rounded out my 22 and ended up picking up the championship, which was pretty cool. Never expected to do that. Not 2 years into the thing.
I mean, it's a pretty big accomplishment no matter how hard you guys are on each other or on yourselves. But like I said, you guys stay consistent. You guys stay competitive. You know what I mean? And it's tight points battle, just like Thunder Road up there. It's not a runaway and stuff like that. And that's what makes it beautiful altogether as a racing product and that's anywhere that you can find it. As long as the points battle isn't, the guy just has to start and park, or he can wreck or not even show up and he wins the championship. That's when it's just a little different to watch. You know what I mean? And
definitely battling. If you're not there every week and you're not putting every ounce of effort in, it's not going to happen for you. There's nobody that gets lucky and just gets a championship by not showing up there.
So, guys, if you guys are watching, you guys can give me questions to ask them as well. Let's see. Jump into this real quick. Lucas Sidney said hi. Danny Doyle said Brandon Gray earlier. Come on in. Jeffrey said hello, boys. Kayla Dupree said hi, everyone. Thanks, Eric. I will definitely fuck my hand. Don said love you too. I don't know. Did you say love you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, all right. Patricia said that was a crazy flip. That was probably to you.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's gone. Have you flipped?
No flips.
Okay.
Very close.
But hit that wood again.
Very.
Yeah.
Bambi said, Jenna Hayes, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday. I'm sorry for doing this the day before your birthday. Happy birthday.
Day off.
Huh?
Today is their birthday.
You said Saturday was.
No, I was fucked up.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I had misinformation then. Jesus. Bradley Perrin said hello. Ricky LaClaire Sr. from South Carolina says hello. How we doing, Ricky? I still love your hot takes that you do at the track. The bash when he said people were brain dead when they put the helmet on. Love it. Jillian said, Jack, what does red flag mean? JC Avery said, you guys are my favorite. Amanda Hughes says, tell them Brian and I are highly entertained by this. There you go. Look at that. Another happy birthday to Jenna. That was today, not yet tomorrow. And Jack, fuck. Really quick, do you guys have any plans of moving up? That's from Richard Bradley.
I am moving up to mini late models this year.
How about you, Jack?
I'm gonna
Moving down kids division?
go into Power Wheels. I'll be competitive. I'll wrap your car.
So staying with the strictly minis,
Yeah.
or
We're gonna try one more year. It might be the last though.
last year like racing all together?
Yeah, probably gonna throw in a towel.
Why?
I have heard that 2 years in a row now. So
Why?
'Cause-
You haven't even gone anywhere else.
Because of the business.
Well, I get that. Yeah, it does get in the way. If you guys need a fill-in driver, Kyra's pretty good at being a weapon.
We'll see. We got to see how this year plans out.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I've heard this all my life. Been doing it for a while. Then I'm quitting this year. And then they have a good year, and they're like, oh, we'll try it again.
No, we're gonna follow Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Help them out.
yeah.
Do all
Got
that
my old
stuff.
car. So we're
yeah,
gonna
Mike's
follow him.
racing this year.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good. You get someone else into racing, or you've raced before, right? Or this is your first year? Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
That's a lifetime racer.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Perfect. What year did you start? 8. Oh, okay. Yeah.
When the wheels were square.
Yeah, when there was open shows and A and B divisions and stuff like that, and it was like 2 or 3 divisions up there. It was definitely packed up there. It was a great time. I wasn't there for it, but my dad said it was fun. But JJ said Mike is the GOAT. Okay, so that's Mike, correct? Okay, I know. JJ, good boat.
Good boat.
Good boats. Good boot. Good boat.
JJ's a good guy.
Yeah, no, he's good shit. I gotta go and see him and this whole crew soon.
Their whole family is awesome.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
people.
Great people.
Great people for sure.
They got a nice big garage now they just built.
Yeah, they just built one. That's right.
You gotta go christen it.
Yep.
Throw beer cans or whatever.
Pee on the door.
That works too. I was being respectful. So the rest of 2022, obviously your championship season.
Yep.
How was your championship speech? Could you say a word by that time?
I said a few. I probably blacked out for that.
That's why
I'm not a good mic person. I'm on the track.
doing pretty good right now. Hopefully you're not blacked out. You did just drive up here.
It's a little better. This is an easier setting.
I hear that.
The track.
Not all your peers watching you.
Get out of the car, you can't breathe, you're all parched, and then they want
Yeah.
you to speak for everybody and say, it's not my thing. I'm not a speaker.
Yeah.
I forget to mention my wife and my kids. They're my crew, so I'd always forget to mention them. And sometimes sponsors, I'd get 3 or 4 of them, but I'd always miss 1 or 2 by accident. And sorry, guys. But yeah, no, I don't like the speech thing, but I think I got through it. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not a pretty good speaker myself, especially in a room full of people. Like, I can't speak without swearing. So there's that. So, no, I totally get it.
It takes a conscious effort.
But I only say that because my buddy won his first championship and he was held up at the podium so he could, I don't know why they did it to him, but yeah.
It made him say something?
I tried to. But that's your first championship. How did that feel after?
That's pretty cool.
I mean,
It was so
2 years in, man, that's...
So I told her the first year, this is gonna be a fun thing. I'm gonna try it. 1 and done. 1 year and done. I got injured at work. I tore a tendon in my bicep. So year 1 was kind of a loss to me at that point. So I was like, let me give it another fair shot, and I did very well. So we went to year 3. Now we're going to year 4. I could see everybody at the beginning was like, "Don't do it. You're never gonna stop. Don't do it."
You won't.
And
until someone puts their foot down, you're going to continue to do it.
I don't have anybody put their foot down.
You're just quitting?
No.
beg your pardon?
She wants to stay in it.
So why are you getting at it? Well, I get it. The business. Just hire someone. Chris can do it.
Want to do it, Chris?
Yeah.
It's too much commute for me.
Yeah, that's
Pay $15 an hour. Put stickers on.
Yes.
You get the magic number, okay?
But no, I get the business side. Do you have any plans? Like, obviously you're helping out Mike. Any other things like rent-a-rides or something like that? Haven't seen a rent-a-ride up at White Mountain. That could be a thing.
Yeah.
Get people like started. Go get hot laps at least, or do something, or do a crash clause or something like that. Don't get out of it altogether.
No.
Like, don't do
We
that.
obviously have grandbabies coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Grandbaby boy now, and granddaughter. And then we have another one on the way.
Yeah.
So I don't think the racing will be out of my blood. I just might take a stop for like a
Yeah,
year.
take a step back for a year and get out of it altogether.
Yeah. No, I definitely won't be out of it for good.
Well, yeah. No, exactly. I did. I totally get the taking the step back kind of stuff though, because I've been doing it for 2 years now, but I'm doing this, so I'm still
in it.
I did this to be like to keep myself busy, and now I feel like I'm doing a full race season every year, but I am. But we're going all different places and doing that. If after definitely my biggest thing that I tell every racer is to go around as many tracks as you can. Every track is unique. Hudson is the same way as White Mountain. Star Speedway is a great track.
I want to try Star.
Star's a great track.
I'll give you a couch to stay on too.
Yeah, there you go. It's
That's
right
close-
there,
close
man.
to
It's
home.
right there. But there's great tracks. Monadnock, Claremont. Claremont's only in. Well, I don't know from here, but
Monadnock's the new pavement, right?
yeah, brand new pavement over there and stuff like that. But they have that. There's a bunch of tracks that you can go and try out, especially with your mini late model. You can go and run Claremont now.
That was part
you
of
can
the
go
plan.
run Monadnock. You can go run Hudson.
Right,
you can go run. You can not Star, but you can go around. They have the tour now
Yep.
too as well. Hopefully that's still going. I don't know.
That's definitely part of my decision because I can do. It's a much more abbreviated schedule back at White Mountain, which gives me a little more time with the family and some weekends off because it's a grind. 16, 17 weekends in a row is tough. Tough on the family.
Yeah.
So we can do that, and then that gives me a chance too. If it's an off, not a Saturday, or if it's a Friday or a Wednesday or whatever, I can go to outside track and try something different. So that's part of my thought behind it. I love being there at the home track because of the camping and everything. But
Well, no, I totally get it. But yeah, I know it's a haul, but the most fun I had was when I toured around with the car, whether it was finishing in the top 10 everywhere I went or having great weeks where I was doing three tracks a weekend. You know what I mean? But it was fun. It was hard, but it was fun. So I definitely, that's my biggest thing that I push everything to do. Like I do when I do finally stop being washed up and do get back into a race car, I definitely want to come to White Mountain and let you. I'll take your head if they give it back to you.
There you go.
And
I'm gonna get it back
but
some way or another.
like I said, like that's my biggest thing. But like I want to try out White Mountain. I want to try out Thunder Road more than an enduro car that I knocked the right front off of off the Widowmaker the first time I ever ran there. So
That's a tough track.
Yeah.
We did the Milk Bowl last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Last year. And that's interesting coming off that track. I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
It's turn 5. I mean, it's like
turn 5.
track turns like this. That's a weird track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick Pilot was there. I remember he's giving us some direction. Remember that? He says, take your brake foot and just jam it up to the left. Don't use it. So we go out there and we hammer around. I'm like, you can't not use your brakes. So at least in the cars we have,
Yeah.
we had to use the brakes still. But
Yeah.
that was terrible advice right off the rip.
That's when they were on those DOTs. You weren't out there with the strictly stocks or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, strictly stocks
Got
that
a
they
couple
have there.
people in our division that just like staying in the grass, trying to push us up.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, Darrington.
No, unfortunately, this year with the change of tires, they didn't let Hondas up there, so we were out.
Yep.
So some of
Well-
our Cavalier guys went and ran with those guys for the Milk Bowl, but
Yeah.
the Hondas weren't allowed in, which was kind of a bummer.
That's been that for a couple of years now. Trust me, I've been telling them to let us up there, but
It creates controversy. That's
it does. It does. You can, it definitely does. But that's the difference between the two tracks is obviously it's by the same owner. So
Yep.
the Honda guys that go over to White Mountain, you guys put on great shows, and still those calves stay right with you. So,
No,
but-
we have 150 pounds in our car usually. They got nothing.
Yeah, that was tough to start this year with that.
Yeah.
We had a left side weight penalty, so most of the Hondas all had. Yep.
Yep.
It does not help my car, that's for sure. Yeah, I started with 125 pounds on my right floor. You had more, I think.
144, I think was in mine. Was that 144? 137.
So we needed that just to start. Those are
Gotcha.
every week, so it's a tough way to start the season when everybody was on new stuff, new springs, new tires, and trying to figure it all out. And we're out there with a weight penalty to start. Like, what the hell? But it is. We adjusted to it and made it work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're just trying to make everything like even. You know what I mean? And like you said, like up at Thunder Road, they did. And I'm not downplaying the Cavaliers or anybody that runs up at Thunder Road. They are fast. They are fast cars. It's a fast division, just like you guys. Hopefully they come together one day and just have you all just do something, do a whole series, because there's a lot of you guys. There's easily over 70 of you. So if they have a big throw out about something, some big win race.
Yeah, right.
Like, well, no, not all of you go out there, but they have like the battle, like not a battle of the belts, but like battle of the mountains or something like that for the Strictly Stocks, because you guys have a lot of cars. You know what I mean? Yeah. But White Mountain has their healthy field. Thunder Road has their healthy field. Both tracks are different. Thunder Road's definitely different. But yeah, no, you guys went to offsets now. And then obviously racing tires now. Hoosiers is new. That just came last year?
Yep.
Last year for the Hoosiers and all that stuff.
Better. So much better.
It is.
Why? You didn't like sliding around on DOTs?
Can slide around on Hoosiers too, but they take it better.
Well, yeah.
You can hammer on them and you can throw it so much harder into the turns and stuff. It was a better upgrade for sure.
Well, yeah.
And for the cost of the DOT by the time you were buying them and having them shaved, you had $10, $15 a part in some cases, and the Hoosiers definitely a better deal in my eyes anyway.
Do you like the Hoosiers, Jack?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, no, I knew that they put it out there, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was like, hell yeah, man. Put them on because you guys are fast. Like, it is what it is.
Like how the track is this year. I mean, to get our camber, they let us do whatever we need to do as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
They're.
Oh, so they opened up.
Yeah, they
opened up pretty much. I didn't look at the rules from year to year. You know what I mean?
We kind of got to go back. So the year before, because the Hondas were dominating, they took our camber away from us.
Gotcha.
So everybody had 1.5 inches, right? Last year, 2 years ago. And,
it was 2 inches.
We were down at 3/4 inch on DOT tires. It was like ridiculous. But you adjust, you get used to it, and you figure out how to make it work.
I think the Cavaliers had a lot of problems with that, with the breaking of the hubs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would make sense because those things explode.
Yeah, they go south quick.
Yeah, especially like people down south. They run caravan rear hubs in those things because that's for dirt. Obviously, there's way more abuse on those things. You know what I mean?
They're all running safety hubs, or what are they? I don't know anything about them, but I've heard that from a lot of the guys. They're expensive.
As long as it keeps you on all fours, you know what I mean, or shipping off into the wall together, or going driver door by yourself. You know what I mean? No one touches you. You just ship off yourself. So, it's just it's just one of those things. But it's cool that they took that step. So 2023, this past year, how did your years go?
Mine was okay. It was at the beginning of the season. I got into a really bad wreck first race.
Yeah.
About totaled the whole nose of my car.
Knocked the fucking nose off again.
Yep. I ended up T-boning McKenna.
Oh, yeah. Merchant, yeah.
Yeah. And it did a number to both our cars.
Yeah, that was another hard hit.
Yeah.
Just GoPros from both angles on that one, I think.
Yep.
I think both of you guys had GoPros. That was a rough one.
How did so obviously you T-boned them. Usually those hits, they sound like firecrackers in the cockpit and stuff like that. It
was loud.
That's for sure. Ring your bell, knock the wind out of you. What?
No.
I
was more worried about McKenna.
Well, no, yeah. Now, was it driver?
No.
Passenger at least? Yeah. Okay, well, thank God for that. Yeah. Still sucks to happen, but at least it was passenger side.
Yeah.
So you got into a hard wreck in 2023. What was that, start of the year?
First race. Dumped stupid money into making this car look so pretty.
Yeah.
And then wreck it on the first race. Took a whole
It
week to get
happens.
built.
It happens. So you go and rebuild it, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Mike and Rick Schiffler, they came up and rebuilt the whole nose.
Do they put it on a frame machine, or do they cut it off right
We just
where
cut
it
all
started?
the bad stuff off
Yeah.
and added new.
Yeah. No, I'm a Honda guy myself, so when you hit the nose, you might as well just cut it off flat and
Does one of these.
yeah, oh yeah. Every Integra I bought, someone's always tested the nose for me before I even get to. I'm like, thanks. I always wanted to straighten frames with every car I get.
I think that car went to the frame shop twice.
Yeah, those things just bend either way. Yeah. It doesn't matter. So after that, how did everything go? After you built the...
Took me a little while, then I started doing better. I started finishing up front near the end of the season.
What started clicking for that year for you?
I think tire pressure.
Yeah.
Tire pressure, wasn't it? Yeah, we struggled with obviously those tires and the suspension, and then we finally got the tire pressure just right, and it woke the car up, and from there on out it was game.
Were you guys going to like the because you guys are on the same tires as the mini late models and stuff? Were you guys getting help from those guys when they were there?
Their tires are actually smaller.
They run the 800 series, and
What do you guys run?
790s.
790s, 14s.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's probably a different compound then. Yeah. So then it's a total different compound.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the difference. Okay.
Yeah, we literally all had to figure it out.
Gotcha.
Day one. It was a struggle at first.
Yeah. All right. So that makes sense that's why I asked, because they run really low pressures in those things.
We
Yeah.
run pretty low on the left side. We run really low pressure.
So tire pressures made you come to life. Any wins? Anything like that?
Yeah, I had three first place.
Come on, birthday girl, help them out.
Couple podium.
Note cards.
Huh? 5 top 3 finishes.
That's not bad. No note cards. Don't bring the note cards. How about you, Chris? How did 2023 start for you?
It started pretty good. I think my first night I was a second place finish, and I scored a win a few races after that, and then it was just kind of mediocre. I stayed top 5 every race, at least finished top 5.
I'm not testing you guys. I was just saying they didn't know either.
I think I had 7 podiums maybe this year. I had a good season.
Solid.
A consistent season. What's that? I did.
1 win.
Took it away.
Yeah, bastards.
So, can we go into that?
What do you have?
Chris is 1 win, 10 top 5.
Oh yeah, they do the stats for it too. I love that they do this stuff.
Jack is 2 wins and 5 top 5.
Fucking lied to us.
I did. Don't hit me for it.
And that's why they have the stat guy. That's why we love the stat guy. Chris Carver asked you guys are both racing at White Mountain, but you're touring around as well, correct?
I'm going to do some, as long as...
A little bit. Yeah.
Out.
You'll dabble, you'll put your feet in.
Yeah, I'm not going all in for the tour part of it. But.
Well, yeah, no. We're going to see you at New Hampshire Motor Speedway?
Yeah, I don't know if...
I don't know if we're running there. Hold on. No, don't quote me on that first. Never mind. Keep going.
I did it in a Rusty Wallace car, and I had a smile on my face for a week. So I think that's before I ever raced or anything. I was like, that is the best thing ever. That's probably what sparked all this to begin with.
Stop overdriving your gear.
Yeah, they're yelling at me.
Ooh.
You want the $60 picture of the insurance? I says, I'll take the insurance. I'm gonna make this thing work today.
The insurance? What?
At the Rusty Wallace.
I've never been. What do you mean?
I get it. It's like a
Yeah, no, you're okay.
It's like a late model car or an old Xfinity car. I don't really know.
No. I know what the Rusty Wallace thing is.
Yeah.
So what do you mean with the insurance thing? What do you mean the insurance? Like a crash clause thing?
Yeah, when you get there and you go up to the window and they say, we can sell you a picture of you in the car for $60. Insurance is $60. I was like, I don't need the picture. I'll take the insurance though for sure. So take the insurance. It's a crash clause basically.
The insurance is as much as a picture in the car.
Yep.
And you're running a old ballpark of $12,000 old Xfinity car around.
I would say so.
How fast were you going?
I don't know what maybe maybe 100 miles.
You didn't look at what the fuck you were doing?
It's no speedometer thing.
Were you passenger side or were you driving it?
I was driving it.
Oh, they didn't give you. Oh, they gave you a tax.
It's a regular old race car.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there you go. And now you know that I'm a four banger guy.
It's a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yelling at me because he couldn't behave himself.
Oh, they yelled at you.
Well, the professional driver that drives people around, he's coming up on me, so I'm like, well, he's not going to pass me. Not that easy. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I was out there throwing that thing as hard as I could, anyways, and seeing if it would stick, and it did. But they told me to back off a few times. She could hear it they play everything over the PA, so she hears me getting yelled at in the car.
Oh yeah.
Which one it is? So then he comes around and I see the car number. I'm like, of course it's him. Getting yelled at.
So Chris Carver, he said, have you guys been to Claremont Speedway? Have you watched it?
I've never been there.
Never ever?
Nope.
Oh man.
Never been there.
You ever seen an egg?
Yeah.
Welcome to Claremont.
Is that what it is?
It's an egg. It's an egg. It's an egg. Turn 3 and 4 is like I can't say Star. Have you been to Star?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you've never driven it.
Yeah, I've watched a lot.
So like, you know how like Star is like it's tight, but it's a sweeping 3 and 4. That's 3 and 4 at Claremont, and then 1 and 2 is like a late apex, and then you drive off straight towards the backstretch. You literally, that's how I drove the place. So if you ever get to go to Claremont, let me know. I'll cover you guys or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
We'll get you guys out there. There he is. Had to take a piss break. Nice shirt. Nice shirt.
Feel all right now?
You guys ain't going home tonight. You just flooded out the wetlands.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Stuck here tonight.
Damn.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there was a comment. Someone had a comment.
That was a good comment.
I missed it. So you got yelled at Rusty Wallace.
Yep.
Proud of you. Man, what were we talking about that before that? Oh, how did the rest of the year for 2023 go?
23 was good. Yeah, it was very consistent. It was just top fives, 10 races, I think.
I probably already asked this fucking question, but keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Can we go into
I knew
that?
that's where we were going. But
Can we go into that?
Yeah.
If you want to. If you don't, we don't have to. I want to. So I want to know what. Obviously, we all cheat. Trust me, I'm the biggest cheater. Look at me, biggest cheater you know. Okay, I will massage anything that I can to try to get. And you did the same thing. I didn't do no head work. I massaged other stuff. They make whole rules for me. So going into that stuff, and did you know what you were doing, or were you just trying to gasket match and you just?
I was gasket matching a gasket that I ported before I started.
Okay, so yeah, no, all right. He knew what he was doing. I know you don't play it like you didn't know, and I respect you for doing that, because most people try to play innocent until they're like, come on. You know what I mean?
The guy's yelling at me, and he says, you better talk to your engine builder, and I just left it alone at that. I don't know the guy. I bought it that way.
Exactly. Just never claim it. Never claim it.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad. It was clean. It was shiny. That's really what the porting wasn't that much, but I cleaned it up really well and got rid of all that slag, and it looked nice and pretty. And that's what I was really hoping when I went in there, that it was dirty from the season. Yeah, it was friggin' shiny as this can. I mean, as soon as I pulled that intake off, I was like, oh, I'm done. I just called the tech guy over to come and just DQ me. I know it was going to be no.
Yeah, well, at least he owned up it.
As soon as they told us to pull the intakes off, I remember looking at him saying, yep, I'm fucked tonight. So that's the way that went down.
Not even a good way.
No. So that would have been my second win. So that pulled me back. And that was a tough one, because I was right behind Christian for points, and it was close enough that night to really close the gap if I had gotten all those points. But taking them away actually put me back to third. And then my final race of the season, that was second last week, final race, ended with a broken hub right into the wall. So pretty much wrecked the whole car, and that was a DNF. Lost a ton of points there. I still stayed in third, so I finished third on the season, but
it's not bad.
Yeah,
even with breaking your hub. Steven Donahue asked any inspirations on moving up. you're racing another year and then focusing on the business here and there, helping out Mike. And then you're going to the mini late models as well. To Chris Carver, they raced both Integras. You run a OBD2, DC2, so newer model Integra. You run the DAs, which are hard to find. So
the next, we got the new one now, which is the same as Chris's.
Oh, so you got the newer one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you run the newer model now, but you used to run DAs. Do you still have those DA shells?
Yep.
Okay. If Cody Sabins ever gets a hold of you, just say you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't have nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I got Cavaliers accurate.
He's gonna see this. He's gonna see this and be like, fuck you. He's got enough, all right? He's got enough. But no, you run are you running the DA or are you going to this?
This one.
Okay.
This next year.
Do you still have the DA? Mike's running the DA. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, they run Integras.
He's just he might run a full season. You don't know yet. Might do.
Come on, Mike.
A couple races.
Full season. Come on.
See how frustrated he gets with it.
We wanted.
He's a rear wheel drive guy.
Oh yeah.
He's put so much time into the car. I just kind of wanted him to play with it.
Yeah, just go and yeah. I need to do that. Yeah. I need to do that with my old man because he says that it needs to get changed, and I'm like, dude, go out there and do it yourself. And it's a funny story. It doesn't relate to obviously your guys' relationship, obviously, but my dad's the same way because he worked on it and all that stuff, and he tells me different things that I should try. And I was like, you go out there and try it. And we did it at Monadnock. He almost planted it in turn 4 for me. I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that again. We're not going to do that again. Obviously you guys have all the new rules changes up at White Mountain, and all that stuff. And you guys have healthy car counts and stuff like that. Is there any other things that you guys would like to happen?
What's he got?
I can't see it. I don't see.
Is that Donnie stirring the pot?
I don't see it.
He knows what we have or something. I don't know.
What we have? What do we have?
He doesn't have the comment yet.
I'm not at the comment.
Jenna has it.
Definitely gone. I don't see it anymore. But anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, is it? Yeah. I just don't want to miss people's questions. Jillian, we'll get to that real quick, but right after this. Is there any, and there's nothing wrong. I don't have a problem with White Mountain. I think they run a great program, but I'm not out there myself. Is there anything that is like that they need to change, or do they have everything under wraps right now? Or I mean, they have good tech. I love that right off the rip. There's no fucking bias. They call everything straight up. They'll call you out for the simplest shit.
I do love
it doesn't
tech,
matter.
and I do like the tech, and I like everything there, but the purse needs to be bigger, I think, because they took us from DOT tires, put us on these race tires, and we still get the same purse that we did when we were on DOT tires.
Gotcha.
And we got to buy springs.
It's not toll money. It's not pit money. It's a little. I mean, unless you finish first every week,
yeah,
you're really not doing too well.
Gotcha. What? Okay. So, what is your biggest thing that you do like that happens there? Going onto those tires, letting you guys have a little bit more play in that division. Because most of us that run those pure stock stuff, all of us down in the whole alliance with Claremont, Monadnock, Lee, not Monadnock, Hudson Lee, and then Star, we're still on DOT, so we still have to run stock springs and stuff like that. I definitely have to take you guys' setup books when I get back into it and see what I do with DOT tires. But what is there anything that you guys do like that they've done over the past couple of years? I mean, they don't change a lot, and that's their biggest thing, and that's what I love the most about it, because we don't have to build a whole brand new car every year.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, we had a thing that all of a sudden 200 horsepower is allowed, and I'm like, well, I have nothing to keep up with that unless I completely cheat the shit out of this car.
Yep.
Whether I want to try it or not. So, anything? No. I don't mean to put you guys on
the only thing I've said for years now is all these cars are super old because they don't allow any kind of valve timing.
VTEC?
Yeah, 2.5 is the limit, which is fine for 4-cylinder. But
yeah,
I mean, if you opened up the valve timing, you'd open up a whole world of other cars they could race there and newer stuff. Easier to get stuff because the stuff's getting hard to find.
Yeah. No, I get that. With time comes the revolution of obviously four cylinder racing. I totally get that. But you have to do it slowly, because if you do it all of a sudden, then people are just, it turns into a money game. And that's what we had a problem with, was turned into a money game quick. And I'm still out there with a 7-year-old junkyard motor, still competing in the top 5, trying my ass off to stay there. Yeah. But obviously with rule changes going to 200 horsepower, I just lost all interest in trying to do it. We'll get back out there. It is what it is. We'll still try to hang with them, and obviously.
I'd like to see 35 laps too. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah,
more laps. What do you guys run? 25 now?
25.
Yeah.
25. Go 35 laps. Yeah.
I'd love to go see 35. I'm not going to do it anymore, but I'd love to see 35 in that division.
Yeah, that would be nice. 35.
It takes 20 laps to get sometimes situated, to get everybody broken up, and that division's so tight now that we've gone 15, 20 laps without anybody moving, just staying in a perfectly straight line.
I love that.
You see everybody bumping, banging, but everybody stays right there, it's good racing, but it's hard to move sometimes.
I get that, but you guys are also being respectful. You guys can go in there and root and gouge, but it's not going to be great for you because you're just...
It's getting too expensive for that now.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why you'll get the bump and stuff like that. But
leaving. Probably does.
No, I just left out 10 gallons out back. It's half over the road. You guys ain't getting out.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
But yeah, no, I would like more laps. You guys put on a hell of a show. I'm usually trying to put stuff together and put the car in the thing when you guys go out, and I'll stop and I'll look through the trailers and see what you guys are doing. But that's just my love for, obviously, four-banger racing. That's where I started. That's what I'll enjoy until I'll never have the funds for street stock, so never mind. But you get my point. You know what I mean? I love the shows that they put on.
It's hard to leave our group. I love the group of guys that we race with.
Yeah, good solid group of guys.
Darrington, Donnie even. I mean, Jill and Tyler. I love racing side by side with them guys. It's a really group of guys that I enjoy with.
Yeah, no, like I said, like you guys have a tight knit group and stuff like that. You guys all, for the most part, all of you guys talk to each other and stuff like that. I'm in multiple fucking group chats and I don't even know why I'm there, but I'm there. You know what I mean? And I read everything. Chris Carver said he has a Prelude. If you have a Prelude, that's what year is Tyler's?
His is at
91.
So yeah, he used to run the same kind of thing. So Chris, if you guys wanted to ever try out White Mountain, just throw on some offsets and you'd be pretty competitive up there. They do pretty decent up there. Jillian Bumgardner, what did you call her earlier?
Bumbanger.
That's Donnie.
That's her dad.
Donnie.
Oh, okay, Donnie. Okay, so Jillian said, "What is your guys' biggest highlight races of your career? Not a wreck."
Mine is easily the win this year when I made a 3-wide pass and took the checkered over it because these two guys were.
I think that's
beating and banging and.
Yes. I remember that one.
I think that was the one that we were there for.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome feeling.
That's when you were infield for the first time. Yep.
I probably could have waved at you. I was right on the edge.
She got more action than I did that night. I was like, that was cool. I'm sitting there out of turn 4, and I was like, oh shit, 3 wide down the back. Fuck yeah.
those guys for 2 laps were just beating and banging on each other, and I was just waiting for it. And as soon as they tied up, I went 3 wide, and I threw that thing hard into turn 1, just like, please stick. As soon as we made it on there, I knew it was good, and that was a cool feeling.
How about you?
That's my highlight.
I think mine was probably my first win.
Yeah.
In the Integra, yeah.
Skip right over it, but that's your biggest win, huh?
Yeah.
Do you remember it step by step? Did you just run away with it, or?
Yeah. It was.
That car was fast when you got that thing going.
I had quite a few races where I did that. There was one race I did that, and it was like I hit a banana peel. Remember that?
Yep.
I was leading the track by like half the track, and come into 2 and looped it into the infield because I was pushing it way too hard. And then end up finishing, I think it was like 7th that night. It sucked.
It happens.
7th.
It happens. Oh, Donnie said Cody knows already, so there's that. Oh, well, no, I saw that. No, I saw the comments as like, this isn't relevant right now. I've seen the comments earlier. I was just letting them finish. And I had to scroll up a little bit to find Jillian's because I wanted to go through obviously what they liked, didn't like, and all that stuff before that. Brennan Clark said I bought a mini late model so I can keep up with them too.
And then parked it in the trailer. We haven't seen it since day one. I think he raced it once, right?
He blew the axle.
Yeah, he blew
Blew
an axle and another axle.
Something with the transmission,
Yeah, he
and
broke
then
the train.
he was done.
Ryan Putnam, he's from North Carolina. He said the 4-cylinder division down south are the most off balance in racing currently. If you watch U-Car racing, they are pretty close together. That's pretty much relevant to what you guys run. The mini stocks, yes, the mini stocks are definitely very off balance. You can see that anywhere that you see a mini stock race. It's pretty much 5 guys that have it all together and all that stuff. So
That guy Donnie, he bought a mini stock from the South last year, and before he swapped it to being all legal, boy, that car was fast. that thing hit the track, nobody would be touching it. It was pretty illegal.
Yeah.
who was that?
Donnie Baumgartner.
Oh, yeah.
He bought a car that basically had to be detuned to run with us, change the motor and everything. But the
Wow.
setup that he came up with from down south is impressive.
Was that the mini stock? Was that mini?
it was-
That mini stock? It was like a truck.
No.
No.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So I'm way off.
He's one of us with the.
He's actually got a
inside.
DA.
Yeah.
That's got a Camaro nose on it. Like mine did. Mine had a Camaro nose on it. And then I wrecked it.
Ripped the nose off of it. We're scrolling through the comments. Matt LeBlanc said, Chris, you'll like the 800s even more than the 790s. Definitely a different compound. You'll love them. Chris, yeah, 89 Prelude 2.0 dual overhead cam. Pretty much what they run up there. Variants of them. Anthony, thank you. Gavel.
That's who I
Yes.
passed for the win.
I had a great view of Chris winning that night. Brendan clapped back and said it'll be back this season. Legal as in what? Like legal other than Chris that cheats. They're pretty much all legal. White Mountain has pretty much the tightest. Same with Thunder Road. They have the tightest tech that they have. Obviously, you're going to have the discrepancies that I've read over the months and years that I've been in the group chats of just stuff that it is what it is. But
Yep.
they keep it pretty tight up there. They go all the way down to measuring camshafts for shit, for Christ's sake. So they have it under wraps, and that's what I like about it the most. If I see a tech guy sitting there with calipers, and I'm a CNC guy, so I know they're pretty accurate. I know everybody's on a fair thing. Obviously, there's going to be discrepancies and all that stuff, but at the same time, as a person that doesn't race at White Mountain, that would go around and want to try a different track or something like that, and they see the tech guy sitting there with calipers and having the guy drop his whole oil pan for fuck's sake if they wanted to.
I think that's the only thing they haven't done yet. I would have passed.
There you go. If you guys are watching, first race.
Stock wasn't.
Yeah, I cheated up oil pan gasket.
Southern car he was talking about. I'm not sure. Where did?
Who's that, Donnie?
That's a good question for Donnie. Donnie's car. I don't know who he bought it from.
I have no idea where. Georgia, right? I think it came from down there somewhere. Alabama.
Alabama. It had to be that white car. Was it white?
No, black with purple and blue and yellow graphic.
It was
on
one of the competitive cars down there.
I'm not sure.
It was fast. He had some struggles at the beginning of the season. Once he figured it out, that thing was fast. He was creeping up on me at the end.
It came from Alabama. Okay, so Donnie's on top of it. Perfect. Chris is wondering, Black 18, Alabama. Oh, that must have been, shit.
It was 18.
Yeah,
it was number 18.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the guy's name now. We'll get back to there. Alabama. Yeah. So yeah, it was probably one of those. Chris, what is the minimum for a roll cage? 1.5 or 1 3/4?
1.5.
1.5. So you're good. We went to 1 3/4 last year, and
Oh, no, is it one? No,
Is
it's
it one?
It's 1.5,
I
right?
think it's 1.5. What is this? Mine's 1 3/4. I think. No, mine's 1.5. Mine's 1.5.
so maybe it's 1.5. Maybe it's. You guys read the rule book, so you can.
it's
You can. You,
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, it's 1.
So we went to 1 3/4 last year, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I ain't gonna fucking put a new cage in the fucking thing. The thing's a $300 junk box. I'll crush it."
Yeah, you might as well start over.
Yeah, exactly. 1.5. Thank you, Donnie. Look at that. Donnie's right on top of it.
He's got to be in the rule book because he's so illegal.
Yeah.
Got a page just for him.
It does. It says like under the rules, it says Donnie Bumgardner right here. This is what you have to meet.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right, Donnie?
He'll respond. Give it a moment. Donnie just said shh. So there's that. Right there for you. So what is your guys' big goal? Jesus, what is your guys' biggest goals for 2024? What is the one thing that you want to do?
Not suck.
Yep. Less wrecks.
Less wrecks, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Is that it? Just that simple, huh?
Yeah.
Have you won a championship yet?
Nope.
So there's one.
That's your goal.
There you go.
I'm not going to say it because then it jinxes me.
All right, that works. Yeah, he didn't say it. So you not suck.
Yeah, well, I mean, a whole new division.
Yeah,
When I
best of
started-
luck on not fucking sucking, pal.
Yeah, when I started this division, I sucked.
I'm telling you, people move up and they're like, and this is everybody. This is not just you. It's hard to move up because then you have a whole brand new car. You have all this new stuff that you get to fuck with now. Now you get racing, not even racing springs. You get coilovers. You get all this stuff, and every little thing will definitely play with you. So
Luckily, we get some
definitely
good
do your
guys in that.
research.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of good guys in that division that have already I bounced some ideas off them, and they've been super helpful so far. So,
well, that's good.
Assume they're putting me in the right direction, but we'll find out. I mean, a lot of their setups don't seem to be all that far off from what we're running now with the race springs and stuff. So, little tweaks, and we'll figure it out.
That's the biggest thing, but that's.
If I'm not finishing last, I'll be happy.
I don't think you will.
I
No.
hope not.
So yeah, no, going into a new division, especially those 800s, they are definitely softer. They're definitely, that class is very competitive. If you do go to Claremont, let me know. I'll come and tell you, hey, I know that guy. He's sucking, but he's a pretty nice person though. But no, definitely if you can travel around, definitely do so.
Like to.
Yeah, you got a note card.
I mean, no, we're not doing that, hun. We're not traveling anywhere.
Not Oh, you didn't tell her yet?
It's good. She's not listening to me.
Oh, okay.
My wife.
I don't know.
She said, tell her
Are
happy
you trying
birthday.
to unload that trailer out there? Is that?
Oh, it's gone. It's already gone.
I cut half of it off already, anyways.
Yeah, it's already gone. LaFlamme took it.
No Facebook Marketplace here. Say Facebook Marketplace.
Take this shit.
Is it still available?
Fucking
Yeah.
classifieds.
I am not sure how far White Mountain is from Claremont. Do you know? Well, do you know?
It's at least 2 hours from everything,
2 hours?
That's what I've discovered.
From Claremont.
except for these guys. These guys are close, but
I would not say that fucking Jack is close. Okay. We're coming up through. Yeah, no, I know that, but we're coming up through, and I look at her. I was like, "Oh, I went to one lane." She's like, "It's very scary that you just noticed that." I was like, "Yeah, man, I was just sending it through."
Like 3 miles.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, it turned into one lane." No shit. I'm just watching the guardrail, staying away from it. That's all about it. You know what I mean?
this road's super sketchy.
Yeah, no. So that's one question. How the fuck do you get a trailer through this place?
Try with a fifth wheel camper.
I don't know how you do it, man. Yeah, I was like, we're coming through this whole windy road. Like, paint the picture. He lives on a lake. So if you ever been to lake houses or anything like that, it's a nice windy road all the way up through. And I look at her, I go, there's no fucking way he's up coming through here with a enclosed trailer. And then we pull in, like you said, the fifth wheel. I was like, Jesus. It's like,
Whoever I meet, they're turning their asses around. I'm not moving.
yeah, we ran into one girl and she like almost put it in the lake. I was like, damn, I saw your headlights. I was waiting for you to come around the turn, man. Yes, Chris. It's
41 minutes to Claremont.
from here,
No, from like
from Right Mountain. So an
was it?
hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, 140.
Yeah,
77 miles.
77 miles. 2 hours and 30 minutes up here.
Damn.
You guys are up here. That's why I was like, oh, it's the like Old Man on the Mountain. I could have went and saw where it fell off. You know what I mean? You're up here. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. You guys are up here.
Jerry's in Vermont. I said, "Oh,
Oh yeah, we went and saw Kyle Streeter. We did his, and she's like, we passed right by Ben and Jerry. She's like, we're going. I was like, she's like, we're going. I'm like, all right, we'll go. We'll go.
Yeah, it's one of those stops you can't pass. I can't pass that stop anyway.
So any wild stories you guys got? Partying, anything like that? Okay, so hold on. You guys met at NASCAR
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah, so you know how that story.
Oh boy. So where were you guys? What lot were you guys in?
M1.
What is it?
Fuck yeah, party.
were up-
People from Thunder Road call it.
M1.
Yeah, we were up.
Yeah.
We were up one lot from the X lot, so we used to walk down there and party all the time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you know what? So N1 lot. Everybody knows N1 lot. X lot. People from Thunder Road call it Party on the Hill for a fucking reason. It's a party up there. We love it. I love it. First time went to NASCAR. It was wild. It gets wild there. It's definitely simmered down because they used to allow camping all the way up that strip.
Oh, really?
All the way up.
Up the main road.
Up the main road, right there. You could sleep right in your car. It was way
They
worse.
still do that. Well, last time
Really?
it's been a few years, but they still had.
Yeah, but you can't
tents
park like
and
right on the.
stuff. Oh, they're parked there.
Oh, well,
But you know what? It's been light the last few years, so they might be changing things up a little bit. I bet.
Yeah.
I think they're struggling to get some people in there.
hopefully they change it because that was the most fun because I could absolutely get absolute blackout and at least go sleep in my truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, give my keys to the guy because my friends, they go all the way to the back side of like where it's nice and quiet.
Yep.
So I'll just hand them my keys and just walk back to wherever I end up. There's some nights, man, I'm surprised I get back to my truck.
That's where we.
That's why when you said, well, we met at NASCAR, I was like, there's no way that was a sober conversation. There's no way.
It was some rough night.
I think like my second time ever, I think it was the September race, the first year that I went, it was crazy. Anybody that knows X-Lot, they know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, it was crazy. They put all the state troopers there for a reason. I know that. There was one year I went up there in a buddy suit, got arrested. So it's fun, man. Our co-host James one night got into the drunk tank, or we call it the drunk van, because they just put you in the van and go park you somewhere. Go figure it out, dude. Just picked him up in the paddy wagon, just kept him in there. Oh yeah, I know. He was bad. He was bad. So yeah, no, going back to that, not to that kind of stuff. We'll leave that stuff out. So because that place is definitely its own thing with some of the stuff that I've seen there. Like after races or anything like that. I know like Thunder Road's Butt Hill has grabbed me a couple times because you go up on there and grab a couple drinks, and then all of a sudden you can't feel your feet when you're going down it. It's fun. But any wild stories? Like obviously you had yours where you flipped your car and stuff like that, but I usually try to word it as like your biggest rough and fenders moment, either your hardest hit, your biggest controversial moment, or your biggest like wild moment that you had. It's like one of those things. Any way you want to shape it, form it, whatever the case may be.
Yours got to be a rollover, right? The front stretch,
Yeah.
probably your roughest, anyways.
Well, and then there was that wreck with Tyler.
Oh yeah. That's
I hit the
another one.
wall head on. It was Tyler. I blew the motor in my car, so Tyler Thompson gave me his car. It was me and Tyler. I was on the outside, inside. He was on the outside. He missed the shift, and Donnie hit him, and it turned him into my rear quarter, and it sent me head onto the wall.
Yeah,
Oh, that was that one.
that was
Yeah.
the end of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that totaled that car.
What about you, Chris?
Give when you drove up the wall.
Yeah, I'd say I almost put it. I had it on two wheels pretty good. I got into it with Nick Pelot and Les Washburn.
Oh, I remember that night.
Those two guys were getting into it up ahead of me, and Les dumped. What was it? Yeah, Les dumped Nick down into the grass, and he was out of my view. I put that thing to the floor, and Nick came out of nowhere right in front of me, and I basically pinched me right into the wall, and I was up. My skid marks right up over the wall. I thought I was going. That's the same night that he flipped over. So we've been going over.
Too rough night.
Yeah, definitely.
That did some pretty hefty damage too. So, finished though, but just not well.
When that happened, you just clenched the wheel even harder and was just like, hopefully he doesn't grab me.
Yeah,
that's one of those moments
that
right there.
Stuff happens so fast.
Yeah,
I
just got to keep going.
I thought Nick was gone, and I was taking a spot, so I had the thing floored, and there's Nick out of nowhere.
Put some
Nick's
fucking oil on that.
like this.
Move that door, woman.
No, I'm just busting him off.
You out there filling the stream too?
Yeah.
Contributions. So what is that? What's that Eagle trophy that you got?
Sportsmanship award for 2022. That was very cool. Did not see that coming either.
So what is the sportsmanship award? Because I've never been to a banquet or anything like that. So what do they value it off of? Do they talk to other competitors?
Yeah.
They should do that, man. I've been like, they just started it at Claremont with the Heat Race Heroes thing, and like they're doing a point fund for the guy that wins the most heat races. They need to do that for the guy that gets the most DQs. He's losing the most money at everybody in the year. So what is the sportsmanship award around? Do they go through?
When they award it, they basically say, they talk about somebody that shows up with a positive attitude and a smile on their face, willing to help out other people. And I do try to stick with those values because I'm really there to have fun. I'm not going anywhere from this, It's a good time for me. I'm 43 years old, and I'm there to have a good time. Thank you.
I don't think I'll ever see one of those.
No?
He has a little more attitude than I do.
Yelling at people?
Yeah, so that night that I that rolled over and got that win, I also got fined.
So what'd you get fined for?
Yelling at an official.
Oh, what'd he do?
He said that it was my fault.
Oh.
You were,
leave it alone.
I think you were still in the car.
I was asking, what did he do? Like, why are you yelling at him? Like,
He was.
I thought he was just staring. You're like, fuck that guy. I still won this shit.
When he rolled, he was by the start finish line, and I was in the grass. I had stopped and just shut it down.
Yeah.
I could hear him screaming from the start finish line, upside down in his harnesses. He was already giving it to him before he was even out of the car. He was hot.
Yeah, I've had a couple hot head times there.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I pull into the pit stall next to him. There goes Jack. He's running. There's quite a few of those nights.
Competition brings the best out of all of us.
Yeah.
The good or the bad. So how did you get your racing number? This is a question that we ask everybody. Usually it's either just plain stories or pretty good stories. Mine is because my buddy passed away overseas. He had Joshua 1.9 on his back while fighting for our country. So my number 19, that's how I got it. So how did you get your number?
The year we got married.
There you go.
09.
That's cute.
That's why she wants you to keep doing it.
That's probably.
There you go.
Is that not really what it is?
No, that really was.
Oh, is that really the reason?
No, it's not really the reason. I just keep doing it.
Oh, no, oh, okay. So it is the reason for the number. Not the.
Yeah.
You're a hell of a wingman, Chris. Know that. So what about you, Chris?
It was always my sports number growing up. Sports, baseball, and anything I've ever done. Hockey, it's been 15 right along, so stuck with the 15. My kids are 15 on their softball jerseys and volleyball jerseys, so it's kind of been a family thing now.
Big Michael Waltrip fans.
Yeah. Who's that?
Clint Boyer. So who are some of the people that helped you out doing this stuff? Any sponsors you guys want to shout out? Anything like that?
I don't really have many. He signs and
Yeah, he
designs.
sponsors himself.
Northwood Custom Cornhole. I had H&R Block.
Gotta get my list. Look at fucking Hollywood over here. Holy shit, he's got a laminated card.
I do. I had a lot of great sponsors over the years. You good?
Yep.
Your wife?
I had 2.
All right, so before the sponsors,
My wife?
I need to thank my wife because everybody else is
My
Did
wife.
he just say he had 2 when I said your wife to him? I don't think it clicked.
2 wives.
Yeah, is that what you said?
Yes, I do. My other one's outside the ring. Yeah.
You got 3?
It's my bitch.
What about you, Chris?
I've got some people that were with me from the beginning. Mark Lambert Electric, Early Children's Learning Center of Danvers, and these guys, Hayes Signs and Designs, right from the beginning. MD Security Solutions, At Your Haven Services, 360 Vision Enterprises, Mill City Enterprises. And these 3 were on my first year. Woods Contracting, Domestic Kitchens, and actually Kuchar Insurance was this year. But Woods Contracting and Domestic Kitchens signed on when I didn't even know what I was doing. I just reached out, said I need some money. They were gracious, to help me out, and I've had some good people right along the way, so it's been pretty cool.
Well, that's good.
I usually just reach out and say, wife, I need some tires.
But man, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for like setting all this stuff, doing all this stuff with the cans and shit. I can't wait to. Yeah, I know. I love this. This is cool. I never. Huh? Oh yeah, I know. Definitely, I'm gonna empty one right out and just put it right on the shelf for
I got
everything.
one more to mention because she'll kill me if I don't. My daughter Lexi has been in the pits with me every week since day one, and she does my belts, she does my tires, she helps out any way she can, and it's fun to have the family around. So.
She's our cheerleader.
Yep,
That's for sure.
Yeah.
She was actually pretty not pleased that I didn't bring her here tonight. We made her watch our other kid, so thank you for that too.
Oh man. Oh damn, I'm on that shit still. But yeah, no. Like I said, thank you guys for doing this stuff. Like doing this whole thing. Like shout out to Hayes Signs and Designs for doing the banner for us. Like we had a banner in the past, but we didn't have all that stuff. We put it together and with a couple beers in 10 minutes and sent it to him. We're like, best of luck. You're like, oh, we'll get it done. But what's Dave's thing that riches to racers?
Rags to racers.
Rags to racers. Definitely.com, right?
Yep.
Definitely check those guys out. That's a thing in the making and stuff like that. Dave does great designs and all that stuff. He has some stuff.
Does the flags.
Oh, so the flags, he did the flags. He has some stuff at the expo up at Augusta this week as well. He's sending us some stuff that we'll release in the time that we do it, and definitely want to work with him, work with you too as well.
He does all my designs.
All of it?
All of it.
Yeah. So if you guys need anything, well, I don't know if he has a personal thing to get a hold of him if anybody needs anything designed,
All you
right?
do is just go on Facebook.
Go on Facebook. Okay, so just go on Facebook. I didn't know. I didn't want to be like, hey, just go in Facebook Marketplace's Messenger for us. You know what I mean? If you guys need any designs or anything like that, make sure you guys get a hold of Dave Hunt. He has some stuff that he's sending us that we're not going to release right now, but we got some stuff in the works with him, and he's a cool dude that I just literally met this week. Awesome dude, awesome designs. He does the flags, he does shirts.
All the car wraps.
All the car wraps
floor
designs
mats and rugs. I mean, he'll do anything really.
Yes.
Did he do this? Oh no, I sent you this. Never mind.
Yeah.
Did he do that stuff? The cans, all that
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, all the
I
designs
think
and stuff
mine's
like
even,
that.
Yeah, he does. That's actually my flag.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
That's what mine looks like too.
Gotcha. Rags to racers. .com. Make sure you guys go check that out. I'm horrible with words. so definitely go check him out. We have some stuff in the making with him. Cool stuff. I went and checked out that stuff when he did it because he mentioned that thing that we were talking about, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, Kyle will love that. So definitely go check him out. Definitely cool thing. Does all the designs and stuff like that. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you to all our sponsors and support that we've had over the years doing this stuff. Thank you guys for doing this whole setup for us. Like, you guys didn't have to, but you guys did, and I appreciate it more than you guys know. But big shout out to all the sponsors: Helger South Coast Power Equipment, also Robinson's Race Parts and Fabrication, Gender Motorsports, Thomas Welding, and obviously we had great old Jack Hayes make our banner and do all this stuff, like all this stuff too. Man, you didn't have to, but he did, and I appreciate it more than he knows. So I was like, throw yourself on that banner. I appreciate everything that you did for that. Got a cool new shirt too as well. That's unreleased. I haven't put that out yet. So so like I said, thank you to all the sponsors, to everybody that watched, to all the people that did the questions and all that stuff. I wish you guys the best of luck in 2024. Yeah, man, we'll be up there. We'll be up there. No dogs, like Hillary says, but we'll be up there. We'll definitely come check out the camping section. I didn't even know they had one. Yeah, like, people mention it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll just go home. You know what I mean?
You'll find Brandon down there most nights.
Oh yeah. Oh no. You'll find Brandon in any camping section. There's many a times, the opening weekend when I first met Brandon, I slept underneath his trailer. It was a great time. It was a fun time. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It just happens, man. You get warm and you just fall where you are. But like I said, man, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for doing all this stuff. Jenna, happy birthday. Make sure you guys donate to David's house. Send Jack your tabs and all that stuff. Definitely. I got 3 to add right now. So, but like I said, thank you guys for coming on. We wish you the best of luck in 2024. Jack, you're not going to fucking quit. Go fuck yourself. But like I said, man, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to all the listeners every week, all the people that tune in, everybody that shares love and all that stuff. We're going to try to keep doing more. People from White Mountain. We have a list to go on. The next racer, I don't like to put out people before we get everything situated, but it's a racer from Monadnock, so we'll go there next. But before I end this, who is one person that we should go and interview that you guys both think that I should go and interview from, obviously, White Mountain?
Brandon Gray.
He won't fucking come on. He's all about his fucking snowmobiles.
Huh?
I've got 2. I know probably one won't go on. Well, 3. Jill would be one. Tyler would be another. And obviously Darrington. I mean, Darrington's come a long way.
Todd would be a good interview.
Todd Darrington.
Yeah.
Jillian. And Tyler Thompson.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Tyler and Jill, they went right from the kids' trucks right up through. I mean,
they've been at it for a minute.
Yeah, they've been at it for a while.
You know who else would be good too, I think, is that Goodbow family. Good Boots, Goodbow. I don't know how to say their name.
Oh, yes. That's in the works. So
all the racing that they do, and they got a nice new garage you can do it in. I think they'd be.
Yeah, we'll go christen it with fucking nice Rough and Fenders podcast beers.
I'll make the stickers.
Yeah, perfect. We'll have Jack go over and set it all up for us. But so we'll definitely reach out to those guys. I definitely want to go out and see more people up north and stuff like that. And you were mentioning on my post that on a post that there's not much coverage for White Mountain. We're trying to change that with that stuff, and we'll definitely be more of a push for White Mountain, Thunder Road, all the northern tracks as well. But we'll also hit our favorites down south. But like I said, man, thank you guys for coming on. We wish you the best of luck in 2024. Definitely go check out racecars.com. Go check out all our sponsors, South Coast Power Equipment, anything that you guys need for landscaping, snow removal, all that stuff. Robinson Race Parts and Fabrications, they're up in Augusta right now. They have everything that you need, from racing shoes, fire suits, bottles, cans, whatever you guys need. They do roll cages, all that stuff. Gender Motorsports, street stock racers from Star, they helped us out with sponsorship. So Shane and all those guys are great people. Thomas Welding, if you guys need anything welded from the crack of dawn to a broken heart, they'll fix anything for $1. Give them a call. And also get a hold of Hayes Signs and Designs. They'll do stickers, wraps, signs, anything that you need
to put a sticker on.
Yeah, anything that you need done. But yeah, like I said, man, thank you guys for coming on. Make sure you guys go check out everybody that I thank. Donate to David's house. Great cause. But like I said, thank you guys for coming on. As myself, Randy Phillips. That's Chris Moulton. And I'm just fucking with you. That's Chris Moulton. That's Shaq Hayes. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully.
No, we didn't do one yet.
Oh my gosh.
You can't hear much. Couldn't hear you guys.
No, they're gonna hear you, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Here and there, but it'd be like really, really in the background kind of stuff. It's fine either way.
So Josh deleted his message.
What did he
Tom
put on?
Darrington said something, but I don't know.